40 years ago today, 4 brutal murders shook the Wabash Valley and the entire nation.
Those deaths haunt the town of Hollandsburg, Indiana, even now.
Yes, and one man remembers the day too well. He grew up near Hollandsburg and he knew the victims.
As News 10's John Swanner explains, these murders inspired a book and forever shaped the course of this man's life.
Mike McCarty remembers growing up in Waveland, Indiana in the late 1970s.
There's nothing to be scared of. I mean, I was the son of a state police officer. What is there really to fear in a town of 500 in west central Indiana?
Mike found out on Valentine's Day, 1977.
I'm 9 years old, but I knew something different had happened.
And only 4 miles from home, Mike learned something different was something horrible.
And in the isolated town of Hollandsburg in western Indiana, another grisly series of shootings today.
4 boys executed in a mobile home near Hollandsburg. Somehow their mother survived, and no one knew who did it.
My dad was assigned as one of the 3 troopers to guard her around the clock, so he spent every night, midnight to 8 a.m., which left my mother and me, and I had a little brother that was about a year old at the time, in a house in the country, no idea who had done this. Every time a car would go by, my mom would jump up, I'd see her look out the window.
People in fear throughout Park County.
People are scared to death, people are locking their doors, people are getting their guns out.
That fear captivated the community until state police arrested 4 local men.
There were just so many questions that I had as a child about why this happened.
Mike clipped newspaper articles. He remembers conversations at his house and around town. This case is why Mike became a detective in Nashville, Tennessee. He investigated countless cases, yet his mind always returned to Hollandsburg.
I started asking, the offenders, and one began to correspond with me, answering some of the questions. I reached out to the surviving mother.
He spoke with prosecutors, detectives.
I remember looking at it in Nashville one day before I went to work, and I thought, that's a book.
It's entitled Choking in Fear, a memoir of the Hollandsburg murders, something Mike felt compelled to write.
Looking back, I think I was on that track from the moment this crime happened.
Those memories stick with him. Mike founded Safe Hiring Solutions. The firm conducts background checks for 4,500 clients, including school districts, working to keep people safe and to identify those who may want to harm others.
What I learned is, of these 4 killers, one of them would be certainly classified as a sociopath. The other 3 are a lot of kids we have in our community today. They are one bad influence away from walking into a house and doing something just like that happened in Hollandsburg, Indiana.
The murders devastated Hollandsburg. Not much is left of town or the murder scene. Just an old garage and the outline of where the Spencer's mobile home once stood. And in Mount Moriah Cemetery, a powerful reminder of the crime. This is where the victims, Greg Brooks and Raymond, Reeve, and Ralph Spencer, are laid to rest.
I think it completely changed the fabric of the community. I think the trust in everybody evaporated overnight when this happened, and it's never come back.
If you would like to read Mike's book, it is for sale online.
You can also check your local library.